Hey, I heard you want the Xbox One deal on Friday. Would be a shame if I sold out.
Welcome to part 90 of Tales of the Abyss. Happy Black Friday. Oy.
Alright, I'm gonna set up your Xbox One pre-order, get it all set up, got the pricing in there, and it's gone!
What do you mean it's gone?
It's gone. The whole thing's gone.
But I just gave you the pre-order money.
I can always put you on the waiting list right here, and it's gone.
Fuck it!
I love that joke.
Yeah. Anyways.
Hey look, a duel between kids. Reminds me of Bravely Default.
Well, at least in Bravely Default it made a little more sense.
True. Well, wait, no. Well, actually, yeah, it did.
The only reason this duel is happening is because Arietta is a jerk. And does not listen to reason.
She doesn't know how to cope.
Pretty much.
Cope? How
Can
does
you really
one cope?
Can you really blame her? Anyway, we're not going to be going to that duel for a little while because side quests.
Bathroom break.
Arietta can wait.
Stay there. Maybe she'll get.
So we're going to go on to Ketterberg because
maybe she'll.
Side quests.
Maybe she'll get bored and turn into the new Tarzan.
But then you'd have to see that Liger even more.
Yeah, at that point, that Liger will turn into Baloo.
Or Shere Khan.
No, Baloo.
It would have to be a bear to be Baloo. It's a lion.
Or you can turn to Mufasa.
So Mufasa went from Africa. Actually, wait, no. Jungle Book takes place in Africa too. Never
They're
mind.
both in Africa.
That's what I was gonna say. They both take place in the same.
I like how the nostalgia critic was trying to make fun of James and the Giant Peach by using the Lion King. It's like everything the light touches is our kingdom, and then a rhino ate him.
Anyway, it's been a long time since we've seen Shiva and Pico.
I swear that's supposed to be a pun, but the name escapes me.
It probably is. I know there's a dog in Japan that's like super popular. It's kind of like Japan's Balto, but it's not a sled dog.
Crypto.
No, it's not that. But there is an actual statue of the dog. I just don't remember what the dog's name is.
Oh, who am I kidding? Crypto's not popular at all. Nobody likes Crypto. Not even Crypto's.
Also, I kind of feel bad for
not
Anna.
even Crypto's owner.
I forgot to turn off her swimsuit outfit, and now she's standing in the snow with her bare feet. That must be freezing.
Not even Superman likes Crypto.
That's not true.
No, I'm saying not even Superman likes Crypto because he keeps abandoning Crypto into the next door kid.
Eh.
Anyway, that reminds me of the time Crypto had his own animated show and they tried to mix the animated series Superman into it. It looked really weird.
I've seen like one episode of that show and it was creepy.
Was crap.
It was like trying to be Scooby-Doo but not Scooby-Doo because talking dogs.
Tried to there was one point where they had literally tried to mimic the animated series look for Superman just to make him relevant in that one episode. And it looked really creepy because he stood out like a sore thumb.
Anyway, none of this is actually voiced, so I'm just kind of letting the text scroll here. What we got here was an ice flower, which we're going to be able to use.
And suddenly Pico learned solar flare.
Or he was trying to use absolute.
I'll freeze everyone to death.
Well, I mean, Ketterberg's already frozen.
It'll
but
be even more frozen.
Yeah, it would be literally
It'll
frozen.
be the Ice Age. Well, then
Thankfully, the game is nice enough to warp us back to Mount Zalejo. I should mention that you can't do this side quest until after you've gone through Mount Zalejo the first time.
Wow, that animation was really lazy looking. It turned Luke's arm into a noodle.
I like to imagine this being like we're going to Mount Doom and throwing the ring into the fire.
Why couldn't we just use the birds to do that?
God damn it.
You know, actually, now that I think about it, I think Crack made an article about that. Like, you know what? Why didn't he use the birds?
Yeah, because that's a very blatant plot hole. Like, why didn't they just fly their birds up to Mount Doom?
I think the book said that was his first idea, but he figured that that would be his first. That would be Sauron's. That'd be the first thing Sauron would think of. Like, what did he's like? He probably, another thing, but he probably has those birds. And I should probably screw those.
That, and even if he didn't, that would be the most anticlimactic ending ever.
Just think of what would have happened if we didn't take the birds. Some of us would have died.
I think it's in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back where Jay just explains that the entire trilogy of Lord of the Rings is just people walking for 6 hours.
It's a nature trip. Oi, look over there. I see a little orcs there. One, bet I can punch it with my axe.
God damn it. Damn it,
The
Gimli.
version. I think
Everyone loves Gimli.
actually, now that I think about it, the Gimli version, would just turn to Jackass medieval times.
God damn it. Anyway, since we've already been here, we just have to go all the way down to where the lava was rising, and now that we froze it, we can actually... this is another thing, is you could just have waited and not gotten any of the treasure chests the first time through here, because it's a lot easier to get all the treasure chests now that the lava's frozen. Well, I mean, it saves you a lot of time. You don't have to worry about healing yourself every 5 seconds.
I'm not sure if this is in the PS2 version, but in the 3DS version, if you go down there, you can clip through some of the scenery.
Oh, I'm sure you can do that in this game too.
Don't quote me on the PS2 version. I'm not 100% sure, but the 3DS version, you can clearly clip through the scenery at some points.
I haven't actually checked, and I didn't get a chance to when I was recording this, so I can't say for sure. Maybe I'll come back here later because
I literally had Luke standing on what was supposed to be a wall.
God damn it.
Spider Luke does whatever a Spider Luke does.
God damn it. Now I'm just trying to figure out exactly where everything is, because there's a couple of different chests that you... Like I mentioned before, you can get all the treasure chests before freezing the lava, if you want to waste time healing yourself all the time.
Yeah.
Though there is one particular thing that you can't get until you freeze the lava, which is the main reason we came here in the first place.
You can't clip through the scenery in the PS2 version, because on that incline there, you can actually approach that incline at literally any angle, and you'd be able to go up there no problem.
Dang.
That's how crazy it looks.
At this point, I'm just trying to figure out where stuff is, because I can't, then I'm like, wait a minute, there's a whole nother section I can go to past me. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I believe it's the next room over.
Yeah, because it does freeze all the lava in this area.
Except for that, little pieces of the background.
Except for the parts you can't get to anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You're going the wrong way, by the way.
I am. Thankfully, Namco is generous. They could have very easily put a timer on this.
Why would you want to have a timer?
I'm just saying, it feels like something that could have been, how it's like, okay, it's frozen, but we only have so much time to go through it before it unthaws again.
What point would you have to go through this place again?
There really isn't, unless you, like I said, the only other thing you could do is just ignore all the treasures the first time if you already know you can come back here later, and then just get all of it at once on your second run.
Yeah.
But, that's not the way I did it.
The heck with it!
Problem is, you have to go back through the Sephiroth again. But we get an upgrade from you. We haven't gotten an upgrade from you in a long time, and that's the last upgrade we're going to get.
Isn't this the last one?
Isn't that one of those high
It is.
phone-on things?
Hey, look, it's an HM.
Luke,
you've gotten so smart.
Mew can only learn 3 moves. Which move do you want him to forget?
Luke can only no. Mew can only Mew can only learn 4 moves.
That's harsh.
Oh yeah, and he only has 3 right now, so this will be his 4th move.
I'm sure he'll learn more eventually. Shift the eyes.
Wait a minute. I thought the ring could only hold 3
Don't.
phone verses. It can't get any more powerful without engraving
Mew is trying to
another
learn
verse,
new
right?
verse, but Mew can only remember 3 verses at a time. Do you want Mew to forget a verse?
Mew fire.
What? And here I was getting all excited.
But that's the one we need the most of.
This will be Mew fire too.
Ew. I guess the show is
Yes,
over.
it is.
So
And-
may as well replace fire 1.
So we're No, that makes sense. We're replacing Ember with Flamethrower.
May as well. Next step up and smack right in the face.
Mew.
I would say Fire Blast, but it's not as good. It's not good enough to be Fire Blast.
What if Mew just got new powers by headbutting the thing?
Well,
It kind of looks like that's what he's doing anyway. All he has to do is stand underneath it.
Mine.
I don't think so.
Nothing. Ah.
Would you show me the sorcerer's ring for a moment?
You'd think by this point,
Sure.
other people besides Jade could read the Sorcerer's Ring.
Never. Nobody's that smart.
Looks like there's been a minor
Well, no, it's
addition
implied
to
that
the
everyone
verse.
other than Luke knows how to read
The end of the
Espanian,
verse was
so...
previously illegible from being worn away.
So you mean
And I mean, it makes sense for Luke not to know it because he's technically only 5.
Mew breathes fire, then torches Natalia.
Except
Looks like
Natalia's
it went a
standing
little
behind
farther.
him.
Still. You know what's fun? Actually,
It bounces off the
you know
wall.
what's fun?
It bounces off the wall towards Guy. Guy jumps out of the way and it hits Natalia.
seriously boring? What's wrong with it?
Seriously boring.
Actually, now that I
You
think
really
about
do
it,
have a soft spot for all things cute,
the
don't
Mew
you?
fire doesn't actually have a range, does it? Now?
No, it's not like that.
Not anymore, no. It used to only go halfway across the screen. Now it goes all the way across the
The
screen.
phone verse
Even
has
if
been
even if
repaired,
it still
and the ring
even
has
if it
its
doesn't go
original
off screen,
power
it'll still go along the screen until it goes off screen.
Well then, I'm
That's fine until you realize that it makes things a little more tedious. Because if you misfire, then you gotta sit there and wait for the fireball to get to the other side of the screen before you can shoot another one.
Not me.
It's a little easier to aim in the 3DS version since you have the
close.
thumb pad instead of a D stick or instead of a
I
D-pad.
don't know. I would think it'd be. I think it's
If you
just
like
the same.
middle one,
Maybe.
Yes, a
Can
bit
you
here.
use the touch screen to use the Sorcerer's
No.
Ring?
You have to use one. Yeah.
Uh,
No.
That would make things a lot easier.
No. The only way you can use the Sorcerer's Ring is if you use the Y button. You hold the
I
R
see.
button and use the D-pad to switch Mew powers. And you just push
Okay.
Y to use it while in the map.
Wow.
So it's
That's
Okay.
exact.
coming in handy.
Well, again, with the
Master,
with the thumb pad, it's probably a little easier to aim.
I haven't been this annoyed at you in a long
I feel like
time.
punting you.
Haven't been this mad at you in a long time.
But then Mew's using the football.
So that's the way you're supposed to go, so instead we're going to go this way because there's more stuff we can get. And my aim is terrible with Mew Fire, by the way. I blame that on the fact that it's kind of hard to tell how you're lining up.
Yeah, the good news
There we
is
go.
as soon as you use the new Mew Fire, then it'll still last. The animation lasts just as long as Fire 1, but the fire will still be on screen, so you can move around while it's still firing.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. It's like
It makes...
I'm firing now.
It just makes things...
I'm following Navi that's on fire.
We need to call the fire department. It's on fire!
Hey, look, a sword.
Yeah, so going over to the right, we get the Flambridge. As well as, we got another item out of that chest. I completely forgot what it was,
Special
but...
deal.
I think it was a Carmine
Special.
Chamber. But the important thing is we get a Flambridge.
Oh,
And,
oh.
give it to Guy, because it's very, very good for Guy.
Give the guy because he desperately needs something.
For those of you that have played Tales games before, yes, the Flamberge has been in multiple games.
For some reason, they decided
Most people probably recognize it as the sword you get from Kratos in Symphonia.
Kratos is just weeping in the corner. My fire sword's gone. I want my fire sword.
It goes the same way. It works the same way as it did in Fantasia, where the Flamberge and the Vorpal were two separate swords. So once you got them, you could actually Crest could actually equip one or the other.
Too bad it sucks in this game.
Now, I'm gonna do a minor spoiler since obviously you know the Vorpal's gonna be in this game too. Guy equips the Flamberge, and Luke can equip the Vorpal sword.
No, they can both equip the same sword.
They
Yeah,
could?
it's just
Because from what I saw,
no, they can equip the same sword. It's just that Luke would actually weaken from holding Flamberge.
oh yeah, because Luke's got the Mighty Saber, which is better than the
Yes.
Flamberge.
And for Guy, the Flamberge is better by like 4 points.
It's still good.
Not that good.
And by the time we get the Vorpal, which is going to be in the next dungeon, it's not that much better than the Flamberge, so you may as well just give it to Luke.
It's not that better than any of the other ones you get. So
No, in fact, I think if you gave the Vorpal to Guy, it gives him the same stat boost as the Flamberge
Yes.
anyway. So you may as well just give the Vorpal to Luke.
And just so you know, there is nothing special about it. It's just there for looks.
No, it's a Fantasia reference. Unfortunately, you cannot combine the two to make the Eternal Sword.
That would completely break this game.
It's like, okay, you make the Eternal Sword, and then who's the only one that can equip it? Luke? Well, Guy, you just lost a sword. Deal with it.
And then Guy weeps at night. Just weeps to himself. It's like, why is my sword not big enough?
God damn it.
What if you forced the Eternal Sword? What if you forced the Eternal Sword and only Tokunaga could wield it?
Yeah, that would make Annis extremely happy.
What if only Tokunaga could wield it? Because technically, it's not a race at all. It's like the only thing that makes sense. So they took it.
I'm trying to remember what else you. Yeah. The only other thing we can get here, which was something we couldn't get for a really, really long time. Yeah,
I'm flying.
It's a glitch. That bat is actually a golem, and the golem is actually a bat. I don't know why it does
I
that.
think they actually fixed that. They fixed that in the 3DS version.
I'm sure they did because it's actually really hard to get into a fight with that golem because of where he's placed.
Yeah, they had the bat and the golem swap.
You have to, like-
places in the 3DS version.
Yeah, if you really want to fight that golem, you have to find a way to lure him down towards you, and it's really hard to do that. I was really trying to do that, but for some reason, like, even if I'm standing there,
Super Golem away.
he hovers right over that, and he glitches through stuff, like he's clipping through the floor there.
Super Golem away.
Like, Natalia, why don't you just shoot it with your arrow? But it's not doing anything. Yeah, fair enough.
It's like shoot it with your arrow. It's made of rock. I bet
Hawkeye would
that's
do it.
Hawkeye. He can pierce anything. I'm not Hawkeye. Also, he's a fiction. Also, he's a
Shit.
fictional character.
Well, so is Natalia.
We're supposed to be talking. It's like if the time.
Oh, right.
Also, Hawkeye's a fictional character. This is real life.
He's like, yeah, who wants to have the superhuman powers when you've got magic?
Wait.
And this is when I get a little bit confused because I think there's still one extra thing we can do here, and I'm just trying to remember how to get there.
The golem threw you off.
God damn it.
How is it doing that?
No, I don't. It's not
there
the
you go. You
golem
actually
that threw me off. It's just there it goes.
Yay, we actually got into a fight with Golem, and it's bats.
Yeah, and it's bats.
Yeah, they definitely fixed
So
it.
for some
They
reason,
did.
in this version, Namco kind of glitched up the sprite models. So they made a golem sprite. They used a golem model for bats.
They definitely did fix that in the 3DS version.
Yeah, and I think in a different room there's a bat that's actually a golem.
This one, probably.
Yeah, I think that bat's actually a golem, but I didn't actually get into a fight with him.
Yeah, they definitely fixed that in the 3DS version.
Yeah, it's a sprite glitch.
More like a model swap.
So I don't know how they managed to do that and didn't realize it before they shipped it out here, but apparently according to Luigi they fixed it in the 3DS version, so we're all good.
You actually go on, it's like, Namco, guys, we have a problem. We fucked up.
Dang it. Anyway, in order to finish up this bridge, you have to light all 3 of these torches at the same time, which is a lot harder than it looks.
Yes.
Because they don't move in sync with each other. So you'd think just standing right in the middle and shooting it would work, but no. There we go.
I missed.
No, you have to stand in the lower left corner and shoot at the first one. And
You get a Carmine.
for all that,
Carmine chamber.
it's a frickin' Carmine chamber that we could have gotten like hours ago.
Yay.
So it's like, not even, like, why did I need Mew Fire 2 to get that? I should have just been able to get that the first time I came here.
Mew, fly us over there.
I think that's the reason why because I completely forgot that was a Carmine chamber. When I finally got that, I think I face palmed for a minute there, going like, okay, really? Yeah, and then I just jump cut because there's a Cobalt chamber
Pineapple gel.
and a Pineapple gel back here, which I could have gotten the last time I was here, but I completely forgot this room was here.
I hate that anime, by the way. It always clips through the scenery. It bothers me.
You're always easily bothered by when enemies clip through scenery. I don't know why.
Oh, I'm sorry. It bothers me.
It's fine if it bothers you. I'm not sure why it bothers you so much.
Well, it bothers me in the sense that it clips through the floor.
Well, I mean, like, if you're OCD, I can understand it bothering you, but you're not.
No, but
Oh well.
like see this enemy right here. Watch it. Watch.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Watch when it. I was gonna say, watch when it goes toward a cliff. Like literally half
I
his
know.
body clips through the floor and shows.
I know, I saw that. His arm was literally dragging through the ground.
It's like, ugh, so heavy.
I guess you're supposed to imply that it's not actually walking, it's actually in the ground itself, which is why it's clipping through.
Yeah.
And it would make sense. But so we're done here. We never have to come back to this place ever again.
He lies.
At least not for a while.
He lies.
We won't be back here for a little bit. There is one more thing we can do here, but we aren't able to do it yet.
Snake! A snake! Oh, it's a snake!
Yeah. I wish we could do the last thing we're supposed to do here right now, but unfortunately we have to do things in order, otherwise it doesn't work right.
Why not? We've broken the game already. May as well take it one step
Well,
further.
you can't sequence break on... unfortunately, you are not able to sequence break on side quests. We found that out the last... Remember what happened the last time I tried to do that, and I thought I screwed up?
Where's the Jeagle?
Well, it's not the Cheagle, but... it was the, It was getting Absolute.
Oh, that's right. What?
Because I went to the second place I was supposed to go to get the talisman before I even knew the talisman was
It's
a
like
thing.
it's like you grab the collar. Where's the trigger?
I was like, I went to the guy that's supposed to translate your talisman, but I didn't even have the talisman in my inventory yet.
Why aren't you translating my invisible talisman?
So yeah, you can't sequence break, unfortunately.
What are we
Anyways,
doing it off?
what are... I
It's like,
think...
I don't know.
I honestly can't remember. I know we're doing side quests, but I'm trying to remember what the side quest is.
The side quest is I messed up.
Well, that's part of it.
Oh.
No, what am I doing in Doth again? Shit.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly forgot.
That's funny.
We'll find out as soon as I go in there.
Away!
Because I'm sitting there going like, do I go in the cathedral or not? It's like, no, I don't have to go in the cathedral.
Away!
I guess I realized, wait, no, I don't have to be in Doth right now. Let's get out of here.
Into nay, not void.
This is what happens when I record things and we don't get to commentating on them for about a week. And that's not anyone, and it's not either of our faults. I mean, we had other things going on.
Yeah, we had other things going on, like the Super Bowl.
And Thanksgiving in general.
And me getting Little Mac amiibo.
Lucky you.
Hey, in my defense, there was like 3 left.
I know. Like I said, and if I ever go to the Toys R Us next to my work, there's like a bunch of Little Mac amiibos. I just never get a chance to pick one up. Oh, I know. I remember what we're doing. We're gonna go get another art. We're gonna go get the last art, secret art for Natalia.
Yeah, Healing Force. Nah,
Yes,
nah.
it's the last decent healing spell that. It is by far her best healing spell, but once again, it's a single target healing, so. Like I said, she's not a bad healer. It's the fact that she doesn't multi-target like Tyr, so it feels pointless.
By the way, I wanted to bring this up. My GameStop had a lot of Ikes. And they're all the derpy Ike. Every single one was derp Ike.
That's not a good sign.
So I was just
So they had a whole bunch of defective amiibos?
they were all derp Ike. None of them were defective, they're just derp.
Oh. I think that's just amiibo faces in general. They just kind of look weird.
So
I mean, look at Marth.
I just made a joke saying his name is Burke.
Is that what you named your Ike
I don't have
amiibo?
an Ike amiibo.
Oh, are you gonna get him?
Maybe.
Before he becomes super rare like every other Fire Emblem amiibo out there?
There's like 20 Ikes over there. I think it'll be fine.
I know, but like then, because that proves that nobody likes Ike. Everyone only likes Robin and Lucina.
There's like 20 Ikes over there and 3 Little Macs.
Well, let me reverse that. Everyone only likes Robin, Lucina, and Marth. Nobody cares about Ike.
There is no Marth at all. So there's a bunch of Greninja, there's a Lucario, 1 Mewtwo.
I have Mewtwo.
I could care less about Mewtwo.
I just saw him because there was like 3 Mewtwo's at Toys R Us the last time I was there, so I picked him up.
There was a bunch of Captain Falcon and Fox too.
Yeah, I got Captain Falcon there too, as well as Ganondorf. Also, it turns out that Nick is blind, and he's blind because he was fighting Jade in a war a long time ago.
He lost his eye from a very tragic Three Stooges accident.
Damn it, Jade.
It was funny at the time.
Whoa!
No.
Oh!
And that's how they...
Okay, so that makes Jade Mo and Nick is Curly.
Now, Curly's the one actually doing the beatings.
Okay, so Jade is
Yeah,
Curly.
there you go.
Okay. Anyway, we learned Healing Force for Natalia, and like I said, it's not bad. It's just it's single target healing, and I'm not a fan of single target healing.
Nick, keep quiet or I'll give you 5 in the eyes.
I mean, Tyr has single target healing as well, but she also has Revitalize and Healing Circle and stuff that can, while it does specifically target one person, multiple people can get healed by it at the same time. Sure, Healing Force heals one person for like 60% of their HP, but why do that when you can heal 3 people for 30% of their HP?
I don't know.
That's just the way I see it. It's the same concept that I have with every Tales game. I just like the pure healers that have the better overall healing abilities. Like I prefer Rain over Kratos and Zelos and stuff like that.
Because they're just better all around.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna finish up with side quests in part 91. Well, actually, I don't think we're gonna finish them. We only just barely started side quests. There's a bunch more we can do, so I apologize if these next couple of parts are gonna be boring, but they have to get done. They're
Little
important.
Mac, you are now named Saitama.
Oh my god, no!